Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to discuss about the subject school, community and teacher. It's lecture number 11 and today the main topic is socialization. Today the outlines of lectures are: first of all we shall study about some introduction, then socialization process, then social institutions, then socialization's occurrence, then goals of socialization, and then we will study importance of socialization. So first of all, what is meant by socialization? Socialization is the process of internalizing the norms and ideologies of society. Socialization encompasses both learning and teaching and is thus the means by which social and cultural continuity are attained. A continuing process whereby an individual acquires a personal identity and learns the norms, values, behavior and social skills appropriate to his or her social position. This is also called the act or process of making socialistic. This is called socialization. There are some examples that through primary socialization a child learns basic societal norms and customs. Toilet training is an example of primary socialization. For example, role playing and interacting with a friend or rehearsing for a job interview are examples of anticipatory socialization. The word socialization can mean the process of making social, and it is also called the act of adopting behavior to the norms of culture or society is called socialization. So socialization can also mean going out and meeting people or hanging out with friends. Now, what is socialization process? Now, socialization process in three parts. Socialization involves both social structure and interpersonal relations. It contains three key parts: context, content and process, and results. Context perhaps defines socialization the most as it refers to culture, language, social structures and one's rank within them. So socialization essentially represents the whole process of learning throughout the life course and a central influence on the behavior, beliefs and actions of adults as well as of children. So socialization may lead to describe desirable outcomes, sometimes labeled moral as regards the society where it occurs. So socializations can have many health benefits. You may live longer, staying connected, may have overall health benefits. Your physical health may be better. Socialization may help build a stronger immune system. So better mental health, interacting with others lightens your mood and feelings of depression may decrease. So socialization is the process by which children and adults learn from the others. We begin learning from others during the early days of life, and most people continue their social learning all through life. So sometimes the learning is fun, as when we learn a new sport, art or musical technique from a friend we like. At other times social learning is painful, as when we learn not to drive too fast by receiving a large fine for speeding. Now, what is meant by social institution? A social institution consists of a group of people who have come together for a common purposes. These institutions are a part of social order of society and they govern behavior and expectations of individuals. If we ask that what is social institution example, so for example the United States is a society that encompasses many cultures. So social institutions are mechanisms or patterns of social order focused on meeting social needs such as government, economy, education, family, healthcare, and religion. So social institutions are the establishment in the society that makes the society function. Uh, Social institutions help in temping such activities. So they contribute in organizing a society and its people. There are different types of social institutions which come with a set of rules and norms and ask the people to follow them. So in the social sciences, institutions are the structures and mechanisms of social order and cooperation governing the behavior of set of individuals within a given human collectivity. So type of institutions, those includes first of all family. So the family is the most important agent of socialization because it is the center of the child's life, as infants are totally dependent on other. Then there comes religions. So agents of socialization differs in effect across religious traditions. And then peer groups. A peer group means friend group. A peer group is a social group where whose members have interests, social position, and age in common. So this is where children can escape supervision and learn to form relationships of their own. In other words, we can explain that peer group can be seen as the small subset of this universal set of society in which people of same interest, age groups, and needs are put together. For example, there is a dance society in any college. The people joining this dance club should be called a peer group, as they have something in common which binds them. So peer groups provide perspectives outside of the individual's viewpoints. Members inside peer groups can learn to develop relationships with other in the social system. So peers, particularly group members, become important social reference for teaching other members customs, social norms, and different ideologies. Then the next element is legal system. So legal system means the children are pressured from both parents and peers to conform and obey certain laws and norms of the group or community. So the legal system means the rules, procedures, and institutions by which public initiatives and private endeavors can be carried out through legitimate means. In other words, this is a system for interpreting and enforcing the laws. It elaborates the rights and responsibilities in a variety of ways. So three major legal systems of the world consist of civil law, common law, and religious law. So other legal systems are jury system. This is a legal system for determining the facts at issue in a lawsuit. So the tax system is a legal system for assessing and collecting taxes, and the electoral system is a real system for making a democratic choice. So the purpose of a legal system generally is to establish the rules of given society and the right of the people who make up that society. So in some countries peoples have rights that protect them, like constitutional rights. So if I ask that what are the three main types of the world legal system, so there are three main legal systems, namely civil, common, and religious dominate our modern world. So to understand the initiative difference of each legal system, so we had to look at the history of their development. So the next is the language. So this is another element. People learns to socialize differently depending on the specific language and culture in which they live. So a language is a system basically of communication which consists of set of sounds and written symbols which are used by the people of a particular country or region for talking or writing. So we can also explain that a language is a structured system of communication. So language in a broader sense is a method of communication that involves the use of particularly human languages. So the definition of language is speech or the other forms of communication. An example of language is words spoken. An example of language is words read in a book. An example of language is people using their hands to express themselves. So a language is used to inform others, to ask them to do certain things and to express feelings, moods, ideas, information, experiences, and the language undoubtedly has a very important social purpose because it is mainly used for linguistic communication. If we estimate, so this is estimate of the number of human languages, the word vary between 5,000 to 7,000. However, any precise estimate depends on the arbitrary distinction between languages and dialect. So the natural languages are spoken or signed, but any language can be encoded into secondary media using auditory, visually, and tactile stimuli. For example, in writing, whistling, singing, or braille. So this is because human language is modality independent depending on philosophical perspectives regarding the definition of language and meaning. So when used as a general concept, so language may refer to the cognitive ability to learn and use system of complex communications, or to describe the set of rules that makes up these systems, or the set of utterances that can be produced from those rules. So all languages rely on the process of semiosis to relate signs to particular meanings. So oral, manual, and tactile languages contain a phonological system that governs how symbols are used to form sequences known as words or morphemes, and syntactic system that governs how words and morphemes are combined to form phrases and utterances. The other thing element is mass media. The mass media are the means for delivering impersonal communications directed to vast audience. So mass media means technology that is intended to reach a mass audience. It is a primary mean of communication used to reach the vast majority of the general public. So the most common platforms for mass media are newspapers, magazines, radio, televisions, and the internet. If I ask that what are types of mass media, so there are 6 common types of mass media, like traditional media, print media, electronic broadcasting media, outdoor media, transit media, digital media, or new media. Got it? Okay, the next is socialization occurs. When socialization occurs, the socialization process can be divided into primary and secondary socialization. So primary socialization occurs when a child learns the attitude, values, and actions appropriate to individuals as members of a particular culture. So it is the behavioral patterns reinforced by socializing agents of society. So primary socialization occurs when a child learns the attitudes, values, and actions appropriate to the individuals as member of the particular culture. So it is mainly influenced by the immediate family and friends. It is where children and adults learn how to act in a way that is appropriate for the situations they are in. So first of all, this is a natural socialization. So it occurs when infants and youngsters explore, play, and discover the social world around them. In other words, we can explain it that it occurs when infants and youngsters explore, like when infants and youngsters explore, play, and discover the social world around them. So natural socialization is easily seen when looking at the young of almost any mammalian species, and like some birds. Plant socialization is mostly a human phenomena. All thorough history people have been making plants for teaching or training others. So planned socialization, it occurs when other people take actions designed to teach or train others. So this is mostly a human phenomena. All through history, people have been making plans for teaching or training others. Planned socialization occurs when other people take actions designed to teach or train. From infancy on, natural socialization occurs when infants and youngsters explore. So planned socialization when other people take actions. This type of socialization can take on many forms and can occur at any points from infancy onward. So natural socialization occurs when infants and youngsters explore, play, and discover the social world around them. So natural, as we have discussed, that this is easily seen when looking at the young of almost any mammalian species, and plant socialization is mostly a human phenomena, although through history people have been making plans for teaching or training others. Now, what are the goals of socialization? There are three primary goals of socialization which are given below. The first goal is socialization teach impulse control and help individuals develop a conscious. Its second goal is that socialization teaches individuals how to prepare for and perform certain social roles, occupational roles, gender roles, and the role of institutions such as marriage and parenthood. And the third goal is that socialization cultivates shared source of meaning and value. Now, what is importance of socialization? Socialization is the process of learning how to become part of culture. Through socialization, one learns the culture, language, their role in life, and what is expected from them. So without socialization, a person will develop different physical and mental disabilities. So socialization is very important life process. Socialization is the process of learning how to become part of cultures. Through socialization, one learns the culture, language, their role in life, and what is expected from them. So socialization is very important process in the forming of personality. Socialization occurs when one interact with other people. Socialization allows all individuals in a community to develop very similar values, norms, and beliefs. So socialization is a lifelong process. Through the early stage of socialization are crucial. Without socialization, a person will develop different physical and mental disabilities. Without socialization, human development is problematic, and our biology co-evolved with our culture and co-dependent upon it. Without social interpretation at proper times, human development is derailed. Then there are some factors of the process of socialization. What are those factors? The first one is limitation. So limitation is copying by an individual of the actions of another. Just when we do copy the action of others, so that is called imitation. Then suggestions. Suggestion is the process of communicating information which has no logical or self-evident basis. Then identification, because in early age the child can't make any distinction between his organisms and environment, so most of his actions are random. Next one factor is language. So language is the medium of social intercourse, so it is the means of cultural transmission. Then there are some elements of socialization. There are three elements which play their part in socialization process of individuals. So these are the physical and psychological heritage of the individual, the environment in which he is born, and the culture in which he is because of the action, interaction between these. So there are three principal elements of looking glass concept. So these are our perception of how we look to others, our perception of their judgment of how we look, and our feelings about these judgments. Then we talk social structure. Social structure may be explained that it is the distinctive, stable arrangement of institutions whereby human beings in a society interact and live together. Social structure is often treated together with the concept of social change, which deals with the forces that change the social structure and organization of society. Social organization based on established pattern of social interaction between different relationships, such as those between parents and children and teachers, and students, employers and employees regulated through accepted norms and shared values. Now here we conclude that most socialization is meant to turn us into conforming members of society. So we do some things and not others as a result of socialization. Our social mirror, the result of being socialized into self and emotions setups, effective control over our behavior. So these are references. Thank you very much. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.